went ahead and did a tutorial on this look. It's basically me using Copper Sparkle pigment from MAC. A lot of them on my face is MAC, if not like 99% of everything on my face is MAC. Just had to warn y'all. As y'all know where I'm at now. So, of course, face gotta be on fleek. Is that how you say it? I don't even know. What is this, like, what does that even mean? Like, am I just too old to understand what fleek really means? I mean, I say it, but I don't even know if I'm saying it right. So as you guys can tell, I'm back to my camcorder quality for this video. It's just a lot easier for me to film on, a lot quicker right now, and a lot easier to upload at the moment. And I'm trying to kick out hella videos for you guys because that's what's most important, right? I'm working on the quality of my DSLR right now. I'm still kind of messing with the settings and just trying to perfect everything. You may have seen 1 or 2 videos with it. We'll just sort of see how it goes, but I'm kind of going back and forth right now. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. It's not a voiceover. I was talking through the whole video. Sorry if I was babbling or whatever. I'm in a weird little mood and I haven't really had my coffee yet. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye! So I'm using the Skin Base Visage from MAC to prime my face first. And I love this one. It has a nice like soft glow to it, so it just really illuminates the skin all pretty like. You see the like reflection all of a sudden that I have? I love this stuff. It's one of my favorite primers right now. I think I like the Natural Radiance one better, but what I love about this one is just the velvetyness that it gives to the skin. So if you ladies have never tried a primer before and you're interested in which ones to try from MAC, this would be a great place to start. I love the Natural Radiance one a little bit better. I'll talk about that in a future video because I plan on doing a review. I'm going to work on my brows. I'm going to use Brunette Brow Pencil, also from MAC. Everything in this video is pretty much going to be MAC unless otherwise stated. So I know that a lot of you guys have seen my brow tutorials. I have about 2 of them up. This is no different than any of them. I literally just line a little bit underneath just to get the shape that I like. And then after that I fill it in with eyeshadow. Okay. I used to use spiked, but I like brunette a lot better. It's a little bit softer and I feel like it's more universal, so it allows me to kind of change up how I want my brows, and I really just use it for definition anyway, so it's not like I sit here, you know, hella filling them in with the one pencil. I really just kind of use it to outline, just like that, just to give me a guideline, and then I fill it in with everything else. And then using a MAC 208 with Espresso eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and just fill it in. I usually focus more on the tail these days. I don't know, I'm kind of getting out of the habit of sort of filling it in the front a lot. So, I don't know, I still kind of do it out of habit, but I tried it one day without filling it in and I actually really like it. And I'm actually doing my brows a little bit more curved on the top these days as opposed to like a kind of thing. I don't know, I've been liking it. So then I kind of bring it up to the front. So I'm using my Select Cover Up Concealer to just sort of clean up along the edges. And if you can't keep up with anything I'm using, everything of course is always listed down below. I don't like to go too heavy because I do wear a lot of eyeshadow, so I just want enough to clean up underneath. Oh. Get a really nice crisp line. And then just enough to kind of make my arch pop a little bit more. Then just blend that out with my finger. And I'm just going to go ahead and set everything with my ProLongwear brow set. And this one is in Quiet Brunette. This is just to sort of lay them all down and to make them look nice and schmood. And it kind of softens it a little bit because my brow hairs are actually, despite how like light they are, like thin they are, they're actually pretty black. So whenever I put like powder over it, I feel like it just makes it look so much darker. And I'm like, I kind of want to soften them a little bit. So I still like the defined look, but I just like it a little bit softer now. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and use Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm just going to use a synthetic brush to kind of brush that all over. You can use your fingers si te gusta, but of course I've got clothes on, so this just makes it a lot easier for me. kind of fell off the wagon with Painterly Paintbot, but that's also because mine hella dried out and I was like, oh my god, I'm not a fan. Mine was just like super effing old and I was like, I just need a new one. And they changed up the formula. The formula is now really ironclad long wearing. So it's part of the ProLongwear line now and they're so much better. Usually ProLongwear stuff kind of dries out on me, but I felt like these actually stayed a little bit creamier. So I'm a fan. So I'm going to use a color called Tete Tint, I think. Sorry, don't butcher me, okay? Tete Tint, whatever. It looks like soft brown. I don't think we have this color anymore. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while, but this is an older color. It's a lot like soft brown. I love this shade. So if you don't have it, soft brown or bamboo are doable. But this one, there's something about this one that leans almost a little bit peachy. So yeah, if you don't have this color or something similar to it, something like soft brown or bamboo will do. Bamboo is a little bit lighter. This is like a color that's sort of in between it. Kind of in between. This is going to go above the crease as my transition shade slash best friend color. So I'm going to go in with Brown Script, which is this guy right here. This is one of my favorite crease colors slash transition colors. You need this in your life. If you don't have this in your life, you are totally off the bandwagon, kid. You need to hop on the Brown Script bandwagon. This color is amazing. It just blends right in. It looks so good. It's so easy to blend. It's one of the easiest matte colors I've ever tried to blend in my life. You need this in your life for sure. It just goes with every single look. Like, if I could pick any MAC color to live with for the rest of my life, it's probably going to be Brown Script. That's my jam. We're going to go ahead and pop that into my crease, but I'm doing it very softly, very light hand on the edge of my brush. Very light circular slash windshield wiper motions. So using circular motions helps build the color and kind of softly blend it, but doing it like this sort of helps kind of almost like warm the color up in your crease. So kind of doing a mix of both. I guess you can even do motions like this to kind of wiggle it in there. It just sort of depends on the technique you want to like build up that color. Love. So now I'm going to go in with Amber Lights, which is this wonderful warm gold shade. Absolutely adore this color. This is a wonderful shade. It's probably one of the first matte colors I ever purchased. But it just looks so good with warm browns. I've probably done a million looks very similar to this one, but I'm just using this as a base before I put on the pigment that I want to use, just to kind of make the color pop just a little more. So I'm just kind of lightly patting that on. This color is very pigmented, so you want to make sure that you do pack the color on so that you really get that color on there. And then Si Te Gusta, go ahead and take your crease brush again, the 224 or something similar thereof, to just sort of buff that right in there. Okay. Now if you want to deepen the crease, feel free to do so. You may. I'm going to go in with Embark to kind of deepen that outer V a little bit. I love this color. Again, a must-have in my collection. I like using this color instead of something really black. But this color is just really nice at wiggling in this outer V section. And I'm using a tighter crease brush, the MAC 217. You can use anything like it. There's a million dupes out in the world just like it. But the beauty about this brush, if you don't have it, is it's really great for building color and being a little bit more precise about it, as opposed to a fluffier crease brush where it's kind of all over the place. So it can be good or bad, you know what I mean? Some people have told me that they can't control their crease brushes. I'm not sure where the, you know, where the concern is there, but I think it just depends on your technique and how you hold your brush. I always feel like a light hand is a great way to learn how to use your brush, so totally kind of experiment with that and see how that works for you. But I definitely, I don't recommend holding your brush all the way up here, because although you feel like you're being really precise about it, because you're being a little too precise, it's kind of building the color like a block of color, you know what I mean? So you want to make sure that if you want really good blending and transition, that you actually want to build the color and do it softly with a light hand, as opposed to getting all crazy about it and really just like, because it kind of just depends, you know what I mean? But you can also like pat the color on, blend it out, you know what I mean? So just make sure you don't go ham and like kind of go like that. I feel like some people do that naturally because they hold their brush like a pen. Sometimes more often than not, I would say 80 to 90% of the time, that is a very common mistake. So just be very conscious about how you're holding your brush. I guarantee you hold your brush at a lighter sort of angle or with a lighter amount of pressure. Huge, huge, huge difference. I'm going to take that same color, Embark, and I'm going to whip that right underneath with a pencil brush. Just so it's not so top heavy. Not everybody needs to do this. I do this because my eyes are hella like round and I like more of an almond shape, so I just do this to kind of not make my eyes look so like I mean, you guys have seen me without makeup. I feel like the definition is needed, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna go in with brown script again with my fluffy crease brush, and I'm just gonna smoke that out. Just so, well, not smoke it out, but you know, soften it. Same thing on that side. And then of course you can clean this up, touch it up later, but I'm just kind of softening it out as I go. And then for my brow bone, lately I've been really loving Brule. I love vanilla, y'all know that. And I do have Blanc type as well, but lately I've been loving Brule. I don't know what it is about this damn color, but I'm loving this color on underneath my brow bone. I feel like it complements my concealer color that I usually use underneath my brows. I've been loving this color. Live, live, live. And just kind of pat that in. Something about this color I've been loving lately. I don't know what it is. Now because I'm extra, we gonna put glitter, you already know. So I'm gonna use a smaller kind of brush to kind of be a little bit more precise about it. Okay, so I'm gonna use a smaller 242 brush just to kind of get in there. I'm gonna spray my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. And because Fix Plus has that glycerin in there, it's gonna really hold the product. And it's going to make it a little bit more nicer. It's a method we still call foiling, if you will. And then we're just going to pat this on the lid just to make all that pop. Yeah, just right there. I'm not going to go too close to the lash line because my liner's going to cover that anyway. Yes, it's just a little extra, you know what I'm saying? It's totally unnecessary if you feel like you don't want a ton of sparkle, but I like sparkle, you know that. Y'all know I love my glitter. The glitter is going on there. So pretty. I want like every glitter known to man that MAC carries. And I was like digging through my pigment collection this morning and I was like, wow, I actually have a lot of glitters from them. I did not know that. Like I knew that I had a lot, but I didn't know I had that many. And I was like, I don't know if I should be embarrassed or not. So now we're going to do liner. So I'm using the Inglot Gel AMC liner. I love this stuff. It's amazeball. So I'm using a really nice tiny brush to get really precise and on there. This is the kind of brush you want if you want your liner on fleek, okay? So we're going to get real close on the lash line here, and then I'm going to do my wing and flick it out. And then connect it. There we go. And then we're going to fill all that in. And you can see how easy and how precise this brush makes everything in life when it comes to liner. So easy. This liner is like a very, very pigmented version of MAC Black Track. So if you guys are in love with MAC Black Track, but you're just kind of bored and want something new, this is going to be that new one for you to try. I just love how black it is. Every time I wear it, I get a ton of compliments. People always ask me, oh my god, what liner are you using? It's so dark and black. You can totally build Black Track to look like this, but what I love about this liner is just the way it applies and how it sets. It like literally doesn't move. It doesn't go nowhere, kid. Like it's just gonna stay on there. Your liner's gonna stay on fleek like all day. And it works for a lot of my clients as well. So liner on fleek. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with the ProLongwear in Black Ice, and I'm just gonna tight line everything a tight line underneath just to make my lashes look hella smooth. And then of course I'm going to do the waterline. Add a little extra. We're ready for complexion. I got the eyes done and everything. I did go ahead and put on some wispy lashes just to kind of finalize the look a little bit. You can wear more dramatic lashes if you like. It's kind of up to you. These are, you know, medio dramatic. They're kind of just enough, but not, you know, not too much. I went ahead and mixed Studio Fix Fluid in NC42 with a little bit of Strobe Cream just to make it a little bit more dewy. I love the look of Strobe Cream with everything, let me tell you. I love the way Studio Fix Fluid looks, but sometimes it can be a little bit cakey. So I like to kind of soften it up a bit with some Strobe Cream. And I feel like it makes a huge difference on how it actually looks on the skin. It also keeps you from using too much, because some people are like, oh, Studio Fix Fluid is hella cakey, and it's really not. I feel like it can be, depending on how it's used. But, I don't know. I'm actually still a fan. But I just love the luminous look that this mixed with Strobe Cream does. Like, it's just so luminous. It looks gorgeous. And then just a little bit on my forehead. And I hardly used anything, which is awesome. I don't know if my skin is just getting tougher or if I just really take care of it. Because Studio Fix Fluid used to hella break me out. Like, bad. But, I don't know. Lately, it's been cool. I don't know. I don't know what's been different, to be honest. I don't know if it's just because I mix it with a little skincare or if I've just been really good about my skin lately. I'm always good about my skin, y'all know that. But something about it lately, it's just been working out. I usually apply a really nice, thin, even coat and then build as needed, like on my cheeks where my freckles are at. Just to add a little extra, a little bit down my forehead or my nose, just because I break out a lot right there. And then for underneath my eyes, I'm actually going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I don't feel like using my ProLongwear today, but I usually do use the ProLongwear. But I'm going to do a little bit of a mixture of this guy with a little bit of my Prep and Prime highlighter pen. Oh my god. Rude. Okay. So I'm going to use a little bit of that with a couple clicks of my Prep and Prime highlighter pen just on the outer edges, and then we're going to blend it all out. And then I'm going to put a little bit of that Prep and Prime down the middle of my face just because I like to. Blend it all out with a 159 from MAC as well. And then this is just going to really highlight underneath and just make all of that pop a little bit harder. And if you want more coverage, press it into the skin rather than swiping. Kind of up to you. I press and then kind of blend out the edges a bit. Or I just blend the hell out of it. The beauty of a dual fiber brush like this is that you can press it into the skin and not feel bad about it. Like, it presses it in, but it doesn't make it look cakey. Swiping it, depending on how you're blending it and what product you're using, just be mindful that it's not going to be as full of a coverage as you may want, you know what I mean? So I use it to lightly kind of blend out, but mostly I kind of press it just to build the coverage and then lightly feather it out. And then we're going to do the middle. And then lightly swipe down. Then buffing motion. Kind of really get it there and work it into the skin. And voila! Ah, so beautiful. I love these Prep and Prime highlighter pens. They're like the best thing ever in life. I didn't set the rest of my face using my Studio Fix powder. This is so full coverage that I don't like using a ton of it. So I literally just do a little bit and just kind of lightly dust it in some areas, because if not, it's like, it's a little too cakey. Like Studio Fix on Studio Fix, like that's like hella coverage, y'all. So lightly pressing it in, kind of getting it on the sides of my nose a little bit, because that's where I usually oxidize first. And then I'm going to set everything else with my clear translucent powder, which is just a transparent powder. You guys know I've been using this Prep and Prime stuff like forever. If you want something more brightening, of course, go ahead and do your Midnight Banana powder. I don't feel like grabbing that today. I just kind of want to set everything down so it looks nice and natural, because I'm going to highlight the rest of my face. I'm going to use the dark Mineralize skin finish just to warm up the outer edges of my cheeks. Not going to contour really, it's more of a bronzer, but I am going to put that kind of around the hollows of my cheeks area, but I just like the warmth that it gives. So it's like a mix of a bronzer slash contour, but more of a bronzer. And again on the other side. I want the focus to be more on my eyes, so I kind of want my complexion to just be nice and soft. And then I'm going to go in with one of my favorite blushes right now. This is New Romance from MAC. It's in the newer Mineralized Skin Finish packaging, but I love this blush. It is so, so pretty. I just love the way it looks on the cheeks. It's almost like a highlighter slash blush in one, and it just looks so gorgeous. Look at that. Just love it. You can go heavy or light on it, but every time I use this on somebody, it just looks so pretty. But it is quite light, so it does look better on skin tones lighter than mine. If you are darker than me, it's going to be more of a highlight. So either way, it looks good on everybody in my personal opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight with Soft and Gentle, and I'm just going to pop this mostly right underneath my eye, just like that, because my blush is really shimmery already and I don't want to get crazy, but I love the dewy look and I love looking glowy, so for me, the more the better. I'm all about the glow, y'all know that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set my face with my favorite Mist and Fix from Makeup Forever. Just a couple spritzes. You could use Fix Plus if you want. You can use Urban Decay, whatever you want. I just love the Mist and Fix. It's my favorite. Okay, for my lips, I'm going to use Subculture lip liner. We're just going to feather this along the edges. I just like using it to kind of soften up my lip a little bit. Then I'm going to use Kinda Sexy. It's a really nice peachy matte shade. Top that off with a peachy nude gloss. This one is called On the Scene. It's a cream sheen. I've learned to do my makeup like real fast lately. Hopefully you guys enjoy these like get ready with me videos, because that's just what I do these days. I do my makeup for work. Y'all know I gotta look on point. So here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!